For the latest information regarding the COVID-19 pandemic in Cupertino, please visit cupertino.org/coronavirus.
Well, I am so excited to be here with you, and this is a great day, and it's a great event. So good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Levi's Vaccination Center. First, I wanted to let all of you know that the Language Access team will be making statements from the podium following this mostly English and ASL portion of the news conference. But today, we're here to announce Levi Stadium's and the 49er organization and the Valley Medical Center and our Valley Medical Center Foundation, and because we have another partnership, yet a new one, to get teens 16 to 19 vaccinated. And honestly, we're here to try to make this fun and musical while teens are getting their shots. So starting this Tuesday night, that's tomorrow night through Thursday night from 5:30 to 7:30, Levi's and the county are hosting student vaccination nights for teenagers between 16 and 19 and their families. So young ones, bring your parents if they haven't been vaccinated. And Levi Stadium, the 49ers and the county are providing incentives for teens to get here for tours of the NFL locker room to 49ers swag to gift cards from the Valley Medical Center Foundation. And they're going to have a DJ to keep the music flowing while teens get their shots. And for some of you parents, that may be a deterrent, but let me encourage you to come anyway. So why are we doing this? Because 16 to 19-year-olds have low vaccination rates in the county and throughout the state. And Dr. Kamal will talk a little bit about those numbers shortly. Why is it urgent to get teens vaccinated? Because teens can transmit COVID-19 to older folks, but they can get sick themselves. And I know when the younger you are, the more, invincible you are. So here's the thing. We know that young people don't always listen to adults, and any parent listening to me knows exactly what I'm talking about. But what we do know is that teens listen to other teens. And so we want students to explain while they're getting vaccinated and explain that to their fellow teens. So what we did at the county is we started a program called the Youth Community Ambassador Program in partnership with the Santa Clara County Office of Education. And that program has over 250 young people that are going on TikTok, Twitter, and social media. And right now we're asking them to turn it on so we can get the word out. So I'm going to start by introducing you to Stephen Liu from Evergreen Valley High School, one of the county's youth ambassadors. Stephen is from Evergreen, and he's going to get a chance to tell you what he thinks about all this, and then each young person's going to introduce the next young person in line. So Stephen, take it away.
Thank you, Supervisor Chavez. Hi, everyone. My name is Stephen Liu, and I'm a student at Evergreen Valley High School. I chose to get vaccinated to protect my family, friends, and facilitate my return to in-person school for my senior year. I actually got my first dose just last week, and for all those who worry about the needle, just like myself and some of my peers, I can tell you that it was so painless that I had to ask if they even injected the shot. Personally, I'm most excited to be able to hang out with friends, attend in-person coding competitions, and rehearse with my school wind ensemble once it's safe to do so. There's so much more we can do once we're all protected from this virus, and I joined the Youth Ambassadors Program to get more teens vaccinated and to let everyone know that with every shot, we're one step closer to a safe return to normalcy. We're incredibly privileged to have access to all of these vaccines, and I hope everyone will take advantage of this opportunity to get vaccinated, a tour, and best of all, free stuff at Levi Stadium. Now here's Nathan, my friend and a fellow 11th grader, to tell you more. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, Stephen. Hello, everyone. I'm Nathan Nguyen. And I personally wanted to get vaccinated because, like Stephen, I want to protect my family. I believe in science, and I want to be able to see my family and my friends without having to be worried. Frankly, I just want to be able to have my teenage experience. I want to be able to volunteer, I want to be able to go on study dates, and I want to be able to go back to living my life. So, my organization and I are doing our part by supporting the social media storm and by using the hashtag 49ersVaxStagePass to get teens vaccinated. We are working with volunteers as well as other peers to create TikTok and other content to promote vaccinations and the vaccination event that's happening here at Levi Stadium in the next couple of days. Our TikToks are utilizing trends and contents that would speak to teens. The hope and the goal is to spread the message on a platform that teens are familiar with. If teens can connect with a familiar face and they can see others like themselves going to get vaccinated, then they themselves may also be encouraged to get vaccinated. Through this, we can reach more teens and get more and more people vaccinated so that we can go back to normal life and so that my peers and I can kick off our senior year and experience prom and homecoming for the very last time. Thank you. Next, I would like to introduce Malyna, a fellow junior at Evergreen Valley High School.
Thank you, Nathan. I got vaccinated here at Levi Stadium because along with Nathan, I also strongly believe in science as I am interested in pursuing a career in the medical field. It's very disheartening to hear the misinformation being spread on social media, discouraging people from being vaccinated. I'm so excited to get back to playing competitive volleyball and to continue to make a positive impact in my community, all while keeping my family and friends safe. I do have a big family, so seeing them again is something I really look forward to. You can stay connected by following our Instagram and TikTok at evergreeninitiative.sj or scan the QR code as shown on the easel besides me. We encourage you all to use our hashtag 49ersVaxStagePass so that the hashtag can grow and more people can see the content and information that we have to share with you all. Also, if you're interested in learning more about the Evergreen Initiative, a student-run organization, and our free summer programs and volunteer opportunities, you can also find us online at evinitiative.org. If you want a translated version of this in Tagalog, I can do that as well after. Thank you. Now introducing Diego Perez.
Awesome. Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Diego Perez Munoz. I am a sophomore at Willigan High School. I got vaccinated to not only, like my fellow speakers, I only got vaccinated to protect my family, myself, and my friends. And especially to visit my family in Mexico and celebrate my grandma's 95th birthday. And I hope that with this speech and everyone else is speaking, I hope to encourage youth of all ages and of all ethnicities to come down and experience this amazing event to not only get vaccinated, but to also learn about the vaccine to encourage others to get vaccinated. And now I will translate it into Spanish for Spanish speakers. Hola. Me llamo Diego Pérez Muñoz y soy un sophomore en Willigan High School. Y me vacuné para no solo proteger a mi familia, mis amigos y también mi familia, pero también para poder ver a mi abuela para sus 95 años y también celebrar otras fiestas con mis primos en México. Espero poder apoyar y entusiasmar a los jóvenes del futuro para poder venir a este evento para no solo vacunarse, pero también aprender sobre las vacunas y agarrar a más personas para que se puedan vacunar, para tener un mejor futuro y también para dejar todo eso sobre el coronavirus en el pasado. Gracias. Now I will introduce Yoli Lopez.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry, my speech. Okay. Hi, my name is Yoli Lopez. I'm 16 years old. I'm in 11th grade at Mount Madonna High School in Gilroy. In Gilroy, we have had the worst infection rate for COVID than almost anywhere else in the whole county. And our young people aren't getting vaccinated either. One of these reasons is because there has been a lot of misinformation that many parents have heard. They hear these rumors, and many Black and Indigenous people of color don't trust the government. Then they don't let their kids get vaccinated. Some kids who do have permission don't have transportation, or their parents' work schedule doesn't allow them to get their kids to an appointment. I got my second vaccine today because I am lucky enough to have a ride up here. We have to do more to get Latine and low-income youth access to vaccines by making sites close to our homes and schools, close to public transportation, and help parents of all cultures and languages understand how important vaccines are. Thank you. Next is Malyna Trujillo.
my name is Malyna Trujillo, and I go to Notre Dame High School. I turn 16 next month, so I have not been vaccinated yet, but when it is my turn, I will be first in line. I want to get vaccinated to regain the year that we've lost. We Latinos are known to have large gatherings and parties. I have a large family, one that I haven't been able to see in over a year. I've missed out on being with my friends, spending time with family, going to school, and so much more. I remember how much fun I had in this stadium at the Taylor Swift concert a few years ago, something I probably won't get to do for a while. This vaccination isn't just for me, it's for my family, for my community, and the Starbucks and Chipotle gift cards are just an added bonus. This Youth Ambassador program is our opportunity as youth to use our voice to make an impact. More than half Latinos who are eligible in this county have not been vaccinated. Right now, I don't have the option to get my vaccine. My siblings don't have the option, but you do. Please do it for us. Ahora en español. Hola, mi nombre es Malyna Trujillo y voy a la escuela Notre Dame. Cumplo 16 años el próximo mes, entonces no he sido vacunada, pero cuando llegue mi turno seré la primera en fila. Quiero ser vacunada para recuperar lo que hemos perdido en el último año. Nosotros latinos tenemos grandes reuniones y fiestas. Tengo una familia grande, una a la que no he podido ver en más de un año. Extraño estar con mis amigos, pasar tiempo con mi familia, ir a la escuela y mucho más. Recibir la vacuna nos ayuda a volver a la normalidad. Esta vacuna no es solo para mí, es para mi familia y para mi comunidad. Y las tarjetas de Starbucks y Chipotle solo son una ventaja adicional. Este programa de embajadores jóvenes es nuestra oportunidad de usar nuestra voz para tener un impacto. Más de la mitad de los latinos que son elegibles en este condado no han sido vacunados. En este momento no tengo la opción para vacunarme. Mis hermanos no tienen la opción, pero ustedes sí. Por favor, háganlo por nosotros, la juventud. Gracias.
So let's give our youth ambassadors another big round of applause. You guys did great, and we're counting on you because we know other young people are looking to you and Yosemite Sam there. All right. Next, I get to introduce Jessie Lovejoy, who leads the 49ers Educational Department, providing in-person and virtual education to over 60,000 Bay Area kids each year. We're so grateful to the 49ers for this partnership. Let's give him a round of applause and welcome him up.
Thank you, Supervisor Chavez, and thank you to all of you for being here and for rallying your friends and your peers to come and join us. We all know how important it is. My name is Jessie Lovejoy. I'm the director of 49ers EDU. Today is my first day back in this building in almost 14 months. And the reason I remember the last day, Friday, March 13th, is because it's the last day we had students come visit our program. 49ers EDU, through the support of the York family and people like Mr. Guido, who will speak next, has been providing STEAM learning opportunities to young people in the Santa Clara County and beyond since 2014. We've had more than 300,000 young people come through this building and had an opportunity to learn a little bit more about how science, technology, engineering, art, and math are a part of their lives and are relevant to football and Levi Stadium. So when we heard from the county and had a discussion about this event that we're putting on this week, it was only natural for us to tap into the relationship we have with the educational ecosystem here in the Bay to try and turn folks out. So it's exactly what we did last week and what we're going to continue to do this week, because we understand how important it is for young people like these five to do what they articulated and what the whole community needs to return to. So thank you again for everybody for being here. I truly hope the community hears this message and we see lots and lots more young people out here to enjoy the music, get their shots, and get life back to normal. Hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I think I'll bring it back to Supervisor Chavez.
Thank you so much to the 49ers, and Sourdough Sam just showed me his jersey, so thank you for that. So just as a real quick, from the beginning of the pandemic, I just wanted to acknowledge that Al Guido in particular, the president of the 49ers, asked this very important question: what can we do to help? And I'm sure he some days is sorry he asked it. But I want to say that the fact of the matter is that Al and the 49ers organization, Levi Stadium, have been amazing in helping us get people vaccinated. You're standing in the largest vaccination site in the state of California. Please welcome the president of the 49ers, Al Guido.
Thank you, Supervisor Chavez. Thank you to the other supervisors here with us today, the county health officials, and for all of you, and most importantly, these students coming out. At the 49ers, when you come to the game, you often talk about game-changing plays. And I will tell you, I've been in the Bay Area for 10 years. I've never been more proud than to be with this organization. We've made over 270,000 life-saving plays. Let's bring our community back. Let's continue to have people come out here. Let's make sure that we get to go to the Taylor Swift concert, that we get to come back to Levi Stadium and see a game. I can tell you, because you can hear the noise, our grounds crew is getting ready to get Levi Stadium and our players back to having games. There is nothing more important than getting back to our lives, and the way to do that is to get vaccinated. I got to hug my mother for the first time in 14 months, Sunday. My kids got to hug their mother for the first time in 14 months, Sunday. All of these children, all of our students, they deserve their homecoming. They deserve their senior proms. They deserve to celebrate their graduations in person. If this is one small step that can get us back there, please all join in. I promise you, Sourdough will do a bunch of cool dances. There'll be a bunch of cool videos. We'll give out a bunch of cool 49er swag. It is our 75th anniversary. You'll get a bunch of new swag as you come down. But please, for all of you, continue to get this message out. Continue to support those in need. Thank you so very much for being here today. It's our honor.
Thank you. And now I'm going to invite up Dr. Kamal. Dr. Kamal has really been leading our efforts to make sure that if you're hospitalized, you come out. We want to thank him very much. And also, we had a bunch of nurses here earlier, and I see some of them. Let's give them a round of applause for the amazing, amazing work they've been doing. So next, Dr. Kamal.
Thank you, Supervisor Chavez, and thank you all for coming out this afternoon. My name is Ahmad Kamal. I'm the Vice Chair of Internal Medicine at Santa Clara Valley Medical Center and Director of Healthcare Preparedness for the County of Santa Clara. I am thrilled to be out here today to talk about these youth nights. This is a partnership between the Santa Clara Valley Medical Center, the 49ers, and the County Office of Education. And our goal is to make it easier than ever for young people especially to get vaccinated. I am very happy to announce today that as of this morning, we have reached a milestone of almost 75% of our county residents receiving at least one dose of vaccine. And for the first time, 50% of our county is fully vaccinated. And this is a testament not just to the nurses and healthcare workers who are out here day after day working to get these vaccines, but to our community. These sites are your sites. These sites are made for you to get vaccinated. And we are very thrilled to be welcoming more young people. We are very thrilled that we are looking forward to the fact that even more young people, as low as age 12, may become eligible for the vaccine in the coming week. When that happens, we will endeavor to keep that same standard of service and availability available to everybody so everyone can get their shot and we can all get our shot to get back to normal. Thank you very much for coming out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kamal, and thank you for that amazing news. I now get an opportunity to introduce one of my colleagues, Supervisor Otto Lee, who has been an incredible champion for making sure that people are getting vaccinated, and then Supervisor Ellenberg. But first, Otto.
Good afternoon. My name is Otto Lee, Santa Clara County Supervisor for District 3. Truly an honor and a privilege to be here speaking with all of you today of the exciting development we've had. Have you just heard from Dr. Kamal? These numbers are truly amazing. Almost 75% of our county, 16 and above, has now been able to get vaccinated at least one shot. And over half of our residents, over 16 and above, has already been fully vaccinated. This is exactly what we need to get us out of this 14 months of nightmare that we've gone through in this pandemic. We've lost many loved ones. We've had many people who got sick. And this is the time we are trying to get the word to everybody that the vaccines are here. You don't really need to line up and worry about not getting it. Wherever you could get it, go get it. You can make an appointment, or you can actually just show up. Many of the sites, even though they require appointments, if you show up, they have vaccines, you can still get it as well. This is a really different times now. Not only 16 and above could get it right this moment. My daughter, who is 16, got her first shot and her second shot last week, so she's now fully vaccinated and was able to give her grandmother a big hug this Mother's Day. It is truly amazing to see how much has changed. My second daughter, who's 13 years old, is bugging me every day. It's like, Daddy, can you sign me up? I said, well, I think the FDA might have a word by the end of this week. And we're really hoping to see the FDA coming up with that word, because we will definitely get her signed up as soon as that word comes out. This is not the time to wait. The vaccine is absolutely proven to be very, very safe. There is no shortcut to this vaccine in terms of development. What we have is shorting the red tape. The same number of people have been tested to get this vaccine, and it's proven one of the most effective and safest vaccines that's been ever developed. Some of these vaccines is over 95% efficacy rate, which is one of the highest anybody could imagine. So that's why it is so important. Many of you have also seen on the news, many other countries outside the United States, like India, is truly suffering because they have not been able to get their people vaccinated. My heart goes out to the families and many of those who also live in the Bay Area, have friends and families in those areas. We need to make sure that our vaccines are done quickly here. When you have opportunity, go get it. And I urge President Biden to help those other countries to be able to export many of those vaccines to them. Because right now, I would tell you, the Santa Clara County is in great shape in terms of what the vaccine is. Just come out, get it. Whether it's one dose with the Johnson & Johnson, one and done, or you want to do 2 doses, we have both Moderna and Pfizer. Those are all wonderful vaccines. So please come out and get it. And for those who are younger, as my fellow supervisor Cindy Chavez says, is this what, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 5:30 to 7:30, right? Those Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, 5:30 to 7:30 is the dates for the teens to please come out to the stadium. You want to get some great 49ers swags, get the tour of the stadium part of it, come right out. This is the time to do it. I'm so excited that we're getting our kids vaccinated. And for those who are really into sweets, once you get that vaccine card, you might get a boba here. You might even get a Krispy Kreme donuts. So there's so many reasons why you should get vaccine right now. So I just want to make sure the word gets out. And thank you so much. And I'll speak a little bit in Chinese as well. 我是李州小 Santa Clara 县的县唱士。我今天很高兴可以跟大家报告，我们有一个很好的消息，差不多75%，我们的市民已经拿到我们县第一个注的疫苗，超过一半的人已经拿到完全的一个跟2个的疫苗，所以我觉得现在我们的进展非常非常快，也希望大家16岁以上，如果你还没有拿到疫苗的时候，尽快去拿一个疫苗。如果你可以注册在网上 scfreevax.org 来登记。如果你不登记的时候，其实你可以个人到那个地方，我们也有可以在场帮你打这个种疫苗。我们疫苗现在很足够，所以请你快一点 快一点去打这个疫苗。我们的疫苗现在是非常安全，好多都是超过95%的效量，也很多人的这个所有的副作用也很少，所以希望大家尽快去打这个疫苗。好，星期二、星期三、星期四5点半到7点半，我们在 Santa Clara 这个 Stadium 49 Stadium 有这个 Teenage 有特别的叫年轻人注一个疫苗，也有拿到好多 49er 的 gift， 所以请你们带小孩出来这里一起做疫苗，大家整个家庭一起过来。12到15岁现在还没有出来，但是我希望大概1个星期以内会从 FDA 拿到这个批准，那么这年轻一代都全部可以拿这个疫苗。好，谢谢各位。Thank you very much for everybody.
And our wrap-up is Supervisor Susan Ellenberg, who really is, at a county level, our champion for kids and young people. So let's give her a warm welcome.
So I was at the last Taylor Swift concert, and I can't wait to be present at the next one. My name is Supervisor Susan Ellenberg, and I represent District 4, which includes the beautiful city of Santa Clara and Levi Stadium. And I just can't thank enough the partnership of the 49ers from the very outset of this pandemic. They have been tremendous and allowed us at the county to work so quickly and so effectively. I'm inspired by the energy of all of our youth here today, and we are here to implore our community to help us meet the new normal, to help us get back to all of the things that you talked about, and I could not have expressed it better myself than all of you did. So what I just want to share and note is that throughout the pandemic, it has really been the youth that we have asked to and required to step up and to give up in so many ways. Pivoting to distance learning, I am certain, was not easy for any of you. But I saw leadership from the very beginning. I saw a group of students here in the city of Santa Clara coming together to make and distribute masks to their community members. I've seen students in Santa Clara County as well as across the state shopping for and buying groceries and delivering groceries to older adults who may be, I can't keep this one up, who may be isolated at home, as so many were. And I've seen the youth also helping older adults become more accustomed to using digital technology, whether it's Zoom or telemed health or ways to do online shopping. You have been tremendous. The adults have been watching you and learning from you. We will absolutely count on your continued leadership to get us over the finish line, and thank you so much for your leadership, all of the youth today. Bye.
We're going to open it up for questions for folks, and I'm going to ask Roger or Beth to help out. And all right, Marianne.
Hi. I'm sure that you'll get a great turnout with the teens this week, but what is the county planning to do to reach, for example, the kids in Gilroy or the people that can't make it this week? How are you going to continue to reach out to teens past this week?
So we have more surprises in the future, which I will not be disclosing today, but just to speak about Gilroy as an example, we've been at Gilroy High School, and Gilroy High School is also, we're offering incentives, and as an example of that is in some places we've done boba drinks. For this location, we're going to be doing Starbucks gift cards and Chipotle gift cards, but we're going to continue to be out in the community in every area. The other thing we have, and I'll ask Beth if we can get this to you, is we have a phone number for folks who do have transportation problems, especially if you're a senior or elderly. We want to make sure there is zero barriers to getting vaccinated. And the last thing I'll just say is you can go to any vaccine location. If you go on sccfreevax.org, you're going to see locations that have their hours listed, and you can drop in on any of them. They're county-wide. And then the last thing I'll just add is that if you don't have access to a computer, dial 211, and they will help you get vaccinated. Devin, do you need a mic? Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being totally unhelpful.
I'll come back to you, Devin.
So what is the difference in vaccination rates between those 16 and 19 versus 20 to 30, for example?
Let me have Dr. Kamal be specific about that. Thanks. Did you hear the question?
Thanks for that question. So specifically, when we're looking at just the 16 and 17-year-olds, we have 41% who've gotten one dose and 16% have been fully vaccinated. That number is, of course, lower than we'd like it to see, but we do recognize that their eligibility started later, so there is some catch-up to be done. But clearly, we're working very hard in this demographic group to get more vaccines.
And just to add one thing, what we know is Latino children are vaccinating at a lower rate than other ethnic populations. So this is an attempt for us to make sure that everybody knows that the vaccine is available to everyone. And this goes back really to Yolitza's point about we got to make it easy for people to get there and also fun. And that's what we're hoping to do with this.
So this is a question for Dr. Kamal again. As we try and reach herd immunity, is the focus on young people because there's a belief that perhaps they're persuadable, that there's going to be some percentage of people that have not yet gotten a vaccine that are going to be more difficult to convince, and maybe this age group is one where you can get them in and get them vaccinated?
I think, as Supervisor Chavez says, throughout this pandemic, young people have really stepped up, and we're absolutely very optimistic and encouraged by the great work we've seen, that they're going to continue to be leaders in this community like they have been. Having said that, our goal is to get as many eligible people vaccinated as possible. We're particularly interested in addressing communities that have shared a very high burden of COVID, which includes the Latinx population and others. So I would say that, yes, we want young people vaccinated because their rates are lower, but we just want everyone eligible getting out there and helping the community.
Dr. Kamal, hi. Can you just clarify the logistics? If a bunch of teens show up here, but there's only one parent with them, and there's 5 teens, I mean, does everybody need to bring their parents with them? Can it be an older sibling that's over a certain age? I mean, can you clarify the logistics so we don't have people showing up that can't get a shot?
Sure. I mean, our goal is to get everyone vaccinated at every opportunity we get. For a young person below the age of 18, they need a consent form signed by their parent. Their parent does not have to accompany them. So if they can get a ride with a friend, if they can get a ride with a family member, that's perfect. Even if they don't have a consent with them, we will call their parent while they're here to try to obtain that consent form. Everything we can do to get every young person vaccinated.
Great question.
Thank you.
We good? All right. I think interview them, because no one wants to hear from us. Talk to them. Thank you all.
For the latest information regarding the COVID-19 pandemic in Cupertino, please visit cupertino.org/coronavirus.